Throwing on first down. Daniels over the middle into traffic, and that's complete. And the Ravens are going to be looking at first and goal as they move this down to the 4-yard line.
Just picking up yardage in bunches here these last few plays. They have moved right down the field, and just like that, they're going to be set up with a first and goal.
They go play action here on first down. And this is caught. Touchdown, Baltimore. A great play there. A beast in the red zone with his second touchdown of the game. And the Ravens take the opening kickoff of the third quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead.
This is where, as a tight end, you've got to really sell that this is a run. They're going to fake the give, hope the linebackers bite, and here they do just enough.
And we remember, of course, all scoring plays need to be verified upstairs, and I think they're going to at least take a look at this. They're taking a peek at whether or not those feet were in bounds, and obviously a big call here in the end zone.
And not just the feet. How about the hands? How's the ball possessed while the feet are hopefully getting down in bounds? That's what they're trying to look at to see if it all comes together.
So they called it a touchdown originally, and this will stay a touchdown after the video review, so they had it right. Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and that'll increase their lead to 28. So that drive in total 8 plays, and it's capped off with a Ravens touchdown. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25. The Cowboys offense now, they head out for their first possession of the second half. CD, they certainly know the hole that they face as they begin the second half. They have to do what precious few teams have done in NFL history. That's try to come back from a 4-possession deficit.
And partner, you know, as that team gathers, they're saying to each other, you never say never, right? Because if you're on an NFL roster, that's how you have to think. You can always come back and win a ball game. And let's face it, we saw a certain Super Bowl, a 25-point lead late, that wasn't enough to put someone away. But that being said, this task is near impossible. Let's face it. And bottom line is, it officially becomes impossible if this possession is an empty one.
So in Raven territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 47. Operating from the gun, Sanders. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down. Back to throw. Sanders. And this one almost intercepted. Far too loose with the football. Nearly a 4th pick of the ball game. Here's Sanders to throw on 3rd down. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And almost, but not quite. Needed 10. He got 9. 4th down.
And that's a play that's not uncommon on 3rd and long because the offense is just hoping that somehow they can get a guy in space and follow some blockers downfield. Does a pretty nice job there getting a few yards, but he ends up getting stopped before he can get the 1st down.
Still just the 3rd quarter, but they've got to make something happen. I think they know that. They're going for it on 4th. Operating from the gun, Sanders. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Cowboys here unable to convert on 4th down. And the Ravens are going to get the football back. Even though they didn't get it, probably the right call. Too long for a field goal and just not a whole lot to gain from a punt there.
Yeah, you wouldn't have really netted very much yardage if you punt the ball, right? And the thing about a field goal, and you know this from so much experience, the longer the field goal, the lower it comes out off the kick, right? Which means it's got a better chance of being blocked. So you're taking a chance either way. I like the fact they went for it.
This is intercepted. And the Cowboys are going to have it here as they'll start at their own 7. Well, to be blunt, not a whole lot has gone right for this defense in this ball game, but that's something right there. Still in the 3rd quarter. It would take something around miracle territory for a comeback, but maybe that's a start, Charles.
It certainly is, and they're definitely showing that there's some fight still left in them. Hasn't been a banner day, but they're trying their best to put that disappointment behind them and find ways to make plays.
Now Sanders on 1st and 10. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. It's the sack master, Justin Houston, who comes up with it. And he'll be down at the 6-yard line.
Such a costly interception, nearly a pick six, but now they're so close they are knocking on the door for a touchdown.
And I never want to get on any team for being aggressive because that's part of what their makeup is, and oftentimes it's successful. But in this case, you've got to be selective about it and make sure you take care of the football. That interception almost cost them 6 points. Now their defense has to run onto the field, probably giving the quarterback a few side eyes along the way. They've got to see if they can stop a score.
And he just throws this one away. Smart decision here this close to the end zone, and it brings up 2nd down. Being chased out left. And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. A 6-yard touchdown run. And the Ravens are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead.
This is a great decision right here. Out of the pocket to his left, and he knows if he waits too long, the defense is going to be all over him. So he makes a decision to go and wins the race to the pylon.
Tucker now to add the point after. And the lead grows even larger here in the 3rd quarter. They had the short field, and they made quick work of it. Just 2 plays to get into the end zone. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25. Here's the Dallas offense now heading back out onto the field.
Well, we're still in the 3rd quarter, so there's some time to kind of clean this up and make it look more respectable. Now, a win, that's probably gone out the window, Charles, but I don't know. Do you look at this as a time to just improve and maybe start to look towards the future?
I think you have to find something to play for, something to grasp onto until the clock runs out. But, Brandon, we've been around this game a long time. This is an outlier. You don't get many blowouts like this no matter how the game looks on paper going in. This one has turned out to be everyone's worst nightmare realized.
Sanders now on 1st down. And his throw is incomplete.
Another throw there off the mark, and obviously he's battled all of the interceptions. Things just haven't been true to form for him. I don't know. What do you think's going on out there, CD?
That's a great question, and my suspicion is he's been coached really well to not show that he's having a problem. You know, they always tell you no matter what, you keep throwing the football with confidence. But we're not seeing a confident thrower right now. He's off balance, the passing game's off balance, and the defense is taking advantage. You've got to figure the further they fall behind, the more you think that they'll get away from the run. They're trying to stick with it, but the results, they just aren't there.
Backed up here, tough spot, needing 11 yards to pick up the 1st.
To throw on 3rd down, Sanders. And to the right side here, it's Allen. And he gets it just shy of midfield, but that's not enough. He's short of the marker. That's good. The completion there for 7 yards. And that'll bring up 4th down.
I thought they might take a shot down the field, but instead they ran a little drag route there. I think they were hoping he could catch it and run away from the defender. But a really good job keeping the play in front of them, and they force a 4th down.
Here's Johnny Hacker now, as he should be able to pin him back deep here with his first punt. They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. And that hits at the 6 and carries into the end zone for a touchback. And now Baltimore gets set to take the field.
This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated, they both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
This is just more of the same. This defense has had no answer on a lot of these throws. They've let these receivers run wild, and here's another completion for good yardage.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10.
They'll fake it on the jet sweep, and instead a handoff up the middle.
And he'll power his way forward for about 4 yards there on the 1st down carry.
Nice chunk of yards on 1st down. It really opens up your options for what you want to do on 2nd. You go right back to him and hope he explodes, or sucker the defense in before throwing over the top.
Now this throw caught left side. And he's going to have another 1st down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys' 41-yard line. Off the play fake. Daniels. He spins free. Johnson with a completion over the middle. And he's going to get this inside the 30. Another 1st down as they call his number again. He's got 15 yards here.
I'll tell you what, a lot of those mid-range throws have been available because sometimes teams get too concerned about the deep ball and they leave too much space in front of them. And these guys have been taking advantage so far.
On 1st and 10, Daniels. Here's Johnson with a reception. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. 17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling.
Boy, how about the speed with which this offense can get down the field? It's taken them no time at all to get down here. And now they're set up with a 1st and goal.
Two big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. Now they'll throw here out of the gun.
That's to the right sideline, and it falls incomplete.
Another shot from the 9 on 2nd and goal. Operating from the gun, Daniels. He's got it. The catch good for 6 yards, but now it's 3rd and goal.
I know sometimes we can get fooled when we watch him make catches, as we just saw him do there, because he really looks like a wide receiver the way he goes about his business.
Yeah, 230, 240 range.
Yeah, not super huge. Maybe not counted on to be that inline point-of-attack blocker that we used to have in the good old days. But you can flex him out. You can run wide receiver routes with him. You can make him a primary.
Got a man. It's caught for a Ravens touchdown. A great effort there. His 3rd touchdown of the game and 5th on the year.
And the Ravens get another 3rd quarter touchdown to add on to that lead. And Charles, they continue to have trouble stopping him as he's into the end zone yet again.
Yeah, that's multiple series now that have ended with him in the end zone. A perfect plan on how to utilize him best when they get in close.
Tucker now for the extra point. And the lead grows even larger here in the 3rd quarter. So an 8-play drive covering 80 yards. And it's capped off by the Baltimore score. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25. And now Dallas gets set to take the field.
Well, this has been a tough one for them, Charles. They've struggled really on both sides of the football. And one thing that's really plagued them, the turnovers. They've had issues keeping the football in their possession.
And every game that's ever been played, all coaches talk about taking care of the football and limiting turnovers. And in this one, after we saw that first turnover, we worried that things would snowball, and it certainly did, especially on the scoreboard.
They'll toss it left to Gore. And they get him behind the line, so that short gain on 1st down quickly negated. This will be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher 3rd down looming.
I know they've got to be careful not to go to the well too often, but it's a fine line, isn't it? Because sometimes if you've got success, you want to just keep pounding away.
But no success there. They rallied quickly on the defensive end.
What do they have for this? 3rd and 11.
Looking to throw. Sanders. And the Raven pressure too much. Down he goes.
Bobby Wagner multiple times in All-Pro in there to drop him for a loss.
It's been a tough one all game long for this offensive line. They're already down big, and now you know they're just going to come after the quarterback in a big way, don't you?
Yeah, they just can't get out of their own way right now. It's created an avalanche, and an avalanche is coming right on top of them. Here's Johnny Hacker now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. Now a fair catch is called for and taken a few yards across midfield. 37 yards on the punt with no return, and the Ravens will take over. A look at the running back, the man out of the backfield as he gears up to go again. He is knocking on the door for 100 yards in this ball game.
And it's so important. It doesn't seem like it's that big of a deal, just short of it, a little bit over. A little bit over feels better to everyone. Offensive line, running back, team totals, just something magical about breaking that barrier.
He's right there on the doorstep now.
This offensive game plan has just been sensational. I mean, when you think about all the different ways they've gotten their receivers open so far, it's really been impressive. Scheme, design, execution.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Back to throw. Daniels.
Out of his hands quick to Jackson.
And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20.
It's another 1st down as this time they get an even 20.
And I feel a little bit like a traitor as a former defender because that big man did not want to go down and refused to go down. If you're a defender and you don't get the right angle on a big tight end like him, he can run right through you like you're not even there, and he did a lot of that on that play.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down.
He'll keep it himself.
And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line.
2nd and 6.
Looking to throw. Daniels. Oh, there's that man again. It's complete.
And the Ravens are going to have a 1st and goal as he'll be taken down at the 7-yard line.
And the tight end is certainly a position built to move the chains because they can control space underneath. If they've got good hands, then of course they're a dynamic target. But one other thing is they're right in the sight lines of a quarterback on just about every play. And that makes it easier for the quarterback to pick him out and deliver.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. It'll be a pickup of 4, and it brings up 2nd and goal.
It's largely been the air attack that's gotten them down here, but now is where you start to lean on that running game. That's a good pickup there on 1st and goal.
On 2nd and goal, they'll give it to him again. And they'll bring him down after just a short pickup. Call it a gain of a couple. The defense stiffening here. It's 3rd and goal. Back to throw. Daniels. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown.
A touchdown run there from a yard out. And the Ravens are able to extend their lead in the final seconds of this 3rd quarter.
They were looking to pass the ball there, but they forgot to account for the man with the football.
Yeah, I can hear people right now saying, well, why don't you have a spy in your defense, someone who will dance with him and go where he goes? Well, oftentimes if you utilize a spy, you've taken away someone in coverage as well. And oftentimes, the spy, not as athletic as the guy he's trying to keep up with, so he gets defeated anyway.
And he turns 3rd and goal into a touchdown. Now Tucker to add the PAT. And the lead grows even larger here in the 3rd quarter. So that winds up a 7-play drive all told. And it's capped off with a Ravens touchdown. And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Sanders. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. Back to throw. Sanders. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this 2nd half. Here's 1st and 10. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. Sanders throwing on 1st down. And that's complete to the right side. It's Allen. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play. And that'll make it 2nd down. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw.
And he's just throwing the ball up for grabs now. Fortunately, that one going to fall incomplete.
Looking to throw. Sanders. It's complete. It's Gore. And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage. They get 5 out of that one, and it moves the chains.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon, and it looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. And that time they pick up a 1st down. So now on defense, do you assign a man to him and try and cover him before he gets going?
To throw is Sanders on 1st and 10. This will be a 5-yard pickup as they move it from the 20 to the 15.
2nd and 5.
Now another carry here tonight for Gore. And it looks like he'll be at the 6.
68 yards rushing for him now on 17 carries.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember, the last drive they went 3 and out.
Back to throw. Sanders. And he's going to go down. Sacked right around the 17. The sack sets him back a full 10 yards there on 1st and goal.
You can almost see all the defenders rubbing their hands together with glee, because we all know they relish the chance to bring down a quarterback of his caliber. Anyone who brings him down has plenty to talk about. Not just a sack, but a big win built off the efforts of this defense.
1st down, a bit of a disaster, and now on 2nd and goal, back even further. Looking to throw. Sanders.
Now throw right side here, going to be incomplete.
This has obviously been a bad loss, but one of the few things they can still do is try and throw the ball all the way to the end zone and get some points on the board so they're not shut out over the final 2 quarters of this game.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. They wind up with 6 on the hook up there, but it's not enough. 4th and goal.
Completed pass brings up a 4th down situation. Do you play analytics on this one? Well, you know, what do your analytics tell you about going for it here? I wonder what they would say.
They tell me you're down by this margin 4th quarter, you're going. So now on 4th down, Mike McCarthy will turn to his field goal unit. From the right hash here, should be an easy one. And his kick is right there. It's good, and they'll get back 3, but this remains a large deficit. Well, in the grand scheme of things, those 3 points likely not going to matter much, but I guess they get a little closer, a little more respectability.
Yeah, you're exactly right. They've been outplayed all game long, but like my mom used to tell me all the time before I went out, dress up a little bit, son. Make yourself respectable. And that's what they're doing here. They're just dressing up the final score.
Now the Baltimore offense heading back out onto the field.
Well, they don't really need the points here, Charles, given what we're looking at on the scoreboard, but they've scored on 3 consecutive possessions, 3 consecutive drives, and I'm sure that they would like to keep that streak going here and continuing to pour it on.
And things have gotten that way in the NFL, haven't they, partner? Because in the old days, people would, you know, they'd get off the gas a little bit, right? But now, people continue to accelerate. But we'll see what they decide to do as they come out for this one. But the way this game has gone, they've got to be awfully happy with their execution overall.
That's a good way to start the drive. 17 yards and a 1st down.
No doubt those are the types of carries they're looking for here, Charles. The lead in the 4th quarter. This is when coaches that have a reliable running game, they breathe a little easier on the sideline.
Yeah, they love the idea that they can take the air out of the football at this point of the game. That means they're really counting on that offensive line, counting on the runners, taking care of the football. Because you're going to tell your quarterback, hey, no time to be a hero. We're not going to throw it here. Just eat up that clock. And if you have the ball, they can't score.
He'll get a nice chunk there on the 1st down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
Here now, 2nd and 4.
They'll keep it on the ground. It's Perry, and he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1. Operating from the gun, Daniels. And he's going to have another 1st down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys' 29-yard line. Defense was thinking run, and they're dealt a pass of just under 20 yards.
There's a beautiful throw there, and he's been sensational the entire game and moving it around, spreading it, hitting the right guys. And look, under normal situations, partner, I would expect him to come out of the game now. They've got it in hand. But you and I have been around this league a long time, and every time we ask head coaches about it, hey, why don't you take your quarterback out when the game's in hand? They just kind of give us that look like that's what he's paid to do. So it's a very unusual situation. I'd want him out. They tend to leave him in.
Down to about the 22 here.
Here's 2nd and 3.
Up the middle they go. Perry, and he'll get it down this time to the 17.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10.
Back to throw. Daniels. Completing it to the right side. Johnson. They showed off a nice juke of the defender before the next wave could bring him down.
Ball on the 8, 2nd and 2.
Operating from the gun. Daniels. This is caught.
And the Ravens are going to be set up with a 1st and goal on a pass play that moves them all the way down to the 1.
Good throw, good catch, but I really like the route. The drag and being able to run away from defenders, hard to stick with them for that long.
Yeah, better against man than zone, or
better against man, because now you're running away from someone and you're not running into a defensive player in another zone.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. Into a mass of bodies, and I think they held him out. They did. Another shot from the 1 on 2nd and goal.
And they'll run again.
And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. A great play there. His 2nd touchdown of the game and his 9th on the year.
And the Ravens Ravens continue to run up the score. They lead it big here in the fourth. So they brought the extra bulk in down on the 1-yard line, and they're able to push this one across.
Yeah, I can just see your face right now because I know we're mind melding on this one. Coach Madden would love this. Power football, hat on a hat, chest to chest, driving forward, touchdown.
Tucker with the extra point. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown.
The return man down to a knee, and this will come out to the 25-yard line. The Dallas offense back out onto the field. Remember, they have won 3 straight, but getting to 4 straight does not appear to be in the cards as they are in a big fourth quarter hole.
Here's Sanders on first down. Caught by Allen. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. Looking to throw. Sanders. 7 yards on the quick slant and a first down. Back to throw. Sanders over the middle, complete. It's Hunter. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Now Sanders throwing on first down. There he goes, right side. And a terrific return as he takes this thing all the way down near the 20-yard line. Yet another mistake after the interception there. And gosh, you look up at the scoreboard, they just got to be thinking this one cannot get over fast enough.
It certainly can't. And also what happens when you get this big of a deficit, you're supposed to make all the right throws, right? You're supposed to try and obviously get the ball to your own guys. But being down this big, you also take even more chances. And in this situation, that hasn't paid off for them at all.
On the other sideline, jubilation and laughter.
They'll run on first down. It's Perry. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5. They'll keep it on the ground. Perry. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11.
Coming up on the final 2.5 minutes. And boy, has it been fun to watch this offense operate. Quite the display, and now they look to polish it off.
On first down, Daniels. And he's got his favorite target yet again. It's complete. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2. That'll give him 8 that time. And it'll be 2nd and a couple. So it's Raven football here as we welcome you back.
Here's 2nd and 2 now from the 3.
They've got a 2nd down now as they look to salt this one away. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals.
Well, they mentioned this week, Charles, they had a couple kinks on offense that they wanted to fix. I would say they're pretty well fixed.
There's no doubt about that. I mean, just about everything they've run has been successful in this one. And if I'm the defensive coordinator, I'm done with this, right? I have no answers for anything. In fact, I'd probably send a note to the clock operator. Let it run.
Tucker now to add the point after. Now this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. So that drive, 4 plays. And it ends with a 3-yard scoring run. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. The offense for the Cowboys now working their way back onto the field.
Where we stand right now in the fourth quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but The self-inflicted wounds. They've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
So a big penalty there on the face mask leads to 1st and 10. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And he'll be pulled down as a penalty flag will rein in as well, and that would appear to be a face mask.
So it was already a gain on the completion, but tack on some more with that penalty.
Absolutely, and no matter what angle you're making a tackle from, you can't grab the face mask, and that's just putting your defense on its heels just a little bit more.
So the face mask, quite a blessing there as they'll start out of harm's way with a 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Sanders.
That one tipped, and it's incomplete. Well, good hands there defensively. And 2nd down.
Back to throw. Sanders. He'll be hit down at the 33, 5 yards on the play. They're going to need to get up and set in a hurry. Sanders now from the gun on 3rd down. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. They're going to hurry back to the line now. Sanders on 1st and 10. That is caught inside the 5. And he's across for the touchdown. Too little, too late, but he does get in for 6.
No wonder you're grinning. You just beat me in our fantasy league.
Indeed I did, my good man.
Well, forget about the weapons out wide. He knows he's got another weapon in the backfield in the passing game, Charles, and he utilized him perfectly on that play.
And the offense coordinator showed me something on that play, Brandon, because so often during a game, our cameras find them looking down at their play sheets, and you wonder if they're absorbing anything. He had something specific in mind, and he went to it, and it worked well.
Point after, right down the middle. As they make the score just a slight bit more respectable here in the final quarter of play. And here's Vinatieri now to kick it away after the touchdown. And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25.
Baltimore about ready to go on offense. CD, I mean, they have just been scoring at will. It's been score after score after score, and a lot of times we use the term blowout for a lopsided ball game. And this has kind of gone past that. I think we're in historic territory right now.
You nailed it. Historic territory. Perfect phrase for what we are watching. If this were a movie, what kind of rating would we put on it? Who would you allow to watch what we're watching right now? Let's hope this one gets over fast, because this game well decided a long time ago.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 12 yards to pick up there. Good for a Raven first.
Fans usually love to see scoring, and there was no shortage of it today. What a dominant showing from an offense that was truly playing at an elite level in this contest.
Partner, this game was over a long time ago, and you noticed they did not want to slow down anything. Absolutely a dream scenario for everyone on that offense, and they took advantage of every second. Guaranteed popcorn for everyone in their film session.
So for Baltimore, they remain one of the hottest teams out there as the win moves them to 6-1. And they'll be able to enjoy this one through the bye week before they get back at it again. Meanwhile, for Dallas, the loss drops them back to 4-3 so far.
And they'll try for a better outcome next week as they head to D.C. to take on the Washington Commanders.
So for Charles Davis.